Hi, I'm Michelle, and today I'm guiding you through some core exercises for lower back pain. Now, if you're looking for an instant fix or for hard core exercises, this video isn't for you. I've put together a series of core exercises for beginners with lower back pain. And over the coming weeks, you'll be able to watch these videos to help you recover your back pain and prevent re-injury. Now, when you have ongoing lower back pain, your core muscles stop working well. Today, we're doing two highly effective exercises for muscles of the core, for your lower back and also two for your buttocks. Next episode, we'll be retraining your core abdominal muscles. So be sure to subscribe and click the notifications bell to catch that video too. Now today we're taking the time to focus on using really good technique to make sure that these two exercises really work well for you and so that you feel pain-free throughout our session. Then I'll show you how to eliminate back pain while you're standing at the end of our session today. So we're going to start our first exercise with a little warm-up exercise, and you can do this lying on a firm bed at home as well. So coming down into lying down, and we're going to do a pelvic tilt. So a pelvic tilt exercise just involves gently flattening the middle curve of the lower back into the ground and rolling back through. Let's go again. So just flatten that inward curve, just gently, and roll back through. And we'll do that one more time. This should feel comfortable throughout, rolling back and roll back through. And now find the halfway position between fully curved and extended. And that's your neutral spine. So you'll notice that you can probably still fit your hands underneath your lower back, feel a little space there, and that's the position I want you to hold throughout your exercises now. Now, our first exercise is a bridging exercise. You might have done this before, but let's go through this step by step. First of all, bring your heels close to your bottom. That reduces how much you use your hamstrings, because your hamstrings tend to want to take over with lower back pain. Now, the idea is to push down through your heels to activate your bottom muscles. We're really working at getting the bottom muscles to switch on and switching off the hamstrings. So what I want you to do at home is just lift a little bit off the ground, just to there. Try to activate the buttocks and lower down slowly. Now we're going to do that again. This time, don't press down through your back as you lift. Keep that inward curve as you lift up. So I'll move this hand so you can see. So inward curve in the back, push down through your heels and lift straight up, and see if you can hold it, and you should feel your bottom muscles, even if you touch them, you should feel your buttocks working. And now relax down slowly and rest. How are you going with that at home? We'll try that one more time. If it feels comfortable, let's take it a little bit higher. Again, pushing down through your heels to try to activate your bottom muscles and keeping the back of your thighs relaxed. So here we go. Press down through the heels, lift, keep the inward curve in your back, and come as high as it feels comfortable for you. And then you might be able to feel around and try to feel that your hamstrings feel wobbly, but you can feel your bottom muscles tight. And that's the position you should be in for this exercise. And see if you can hold it for a few more breaths. And then slowly, again, keeping that inward curve, lower back down slowly, and rest. So that's our first exercise, our bridging exercise. Now we're going to come onto our hands and knees. So if you are on the ground at home, protect your lower back by rolling slowly onto your side. That's the safe way to move with lower back pain. And then push your body just up sideways, and then coming onto our hands and knees. So we're doing a little correction starter exercise here again before we do our next exercise, which is our bird dog exercise. And this is another cat-cow. This is a cat-cow exercise. So we're going to raise and lift up through the middle back. So you're getting a big arch up there, and then flatten back down. Now keep this again comfortable for your back. If it doesn't feel comfortable arching high, then don't do it again. Keep it in your comfortable range. Arch up and come back down Don't sink down too far. You don't want to overarch your back. And now just find the midway position there. And again, that's your neutral spine. That's the curve we're keeping throughout this exercise. So what I'd like you to start with is a brace. I want you to tighten your abdominal wall. And the way you do that is imagine you're about to cough. So go to have a cough and you'll feel this whole area tighten and stiffen. And that's how you protect your back if you've got back pain. Tighten and stiffen that whole trunk. Release if you can now. Let's go again. Go to cough and feel the abdominal wall tighten and stiffen. And now with your left leg, I'd like you to slide that leg back. Keep your trunk really stable and slide that leg back slowly along the ground. And now bring the leg back through and relax. Now that's not as easy as it looks, is it? To try and hold the abdominal wall on and move the leg. Let's try again. So abdominal wall on, slide the leg back. And then if you can try to lift the leg off the ground, kicking the heel back, and then bring the leg back through and relax. To progress that exercise, you can also extend the opposite arm at the same time. So we'll do that progression just in case you'd like to progress through that over the coming week. So let's slide the leg back and at the same time, reach the opposite arm through, extend up, hold the trunk really stable, and let's come back through and relax. Now, the mistake I commonly see with this exercise is that people take that back leg too high so that it extends or overarches the back, and the same thing happens if the arm's taken too high. So make sure that you don't lift the bottom higher than your hip level there, and your hands should stay really lower than your shoulder in that exercise. And the other common mistake is to do the exercise too quickly. So sometimes you'll have that sort of an effect going on when the goal of this exercise is to actually keep the trunk stable. So when you're doing that exercise, be mindful of just progressing according to your level of ability, pushing back and out and reaching out in front. You can make a fist there too to actually get that area nice and stable through the back of the shoulder and the back, and bring it back through and then relax. So let's now progress into our standing exercise. So to reduce your lower back pain in standing, here's your standing technique. Start with your feet slightly apart. Just soften your knees to unlock them from being locked. Now, look straight ahead, lift your chest and lift through the crown of your head. In that position, I'd like you to turn your hands and palms to face forward, and you'll feel how that raises your chest and helps you engage your core. I'll do that from front on. So in that tall position, turn your palms out. And now, just take a couple of breaths in that position, breathing in, into your belly and then out. Good. And then again, breathing in and out. Now, when you become proficient at that standing exercise technique, you can start to do that walking. And ideally, you're trying to do your walking 3 times a day for 5 to 10 minutes at a time as you start to build up to relieve your lower back pain. So let's review the exercises that we've done in today's session. We started out with the bridging exercise, and then we moved on to the bird dog exercise before finishing with standing posture. Now, these exercises will take time, so don't expect overnight results. Unfortunately, there's no such thing as a quick fix for back pain. I'll be including core abdominal exercises next time, so I'll look forward to seeing you then. Thank you for watching today. If you found this video helpful, I'd really appreciate you liking it below, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.